And as we said, all the latest on the big story, we are tracking the proximity of Sushma Swaraj's husband Swaraj Kaushal to Lalit Modi and the political fallout of that. Shweta Rajpal Kohli and Barkha both join us for more.
Thanks very much, Maya. NDTV has managed to access an email which was written by Lalit Modi, and that email is on your screen, where he asked Swaraj Kaushal, his lawyer and husband of Sushma Swaraj, to step in as an alternate director in his firm Indofil. Now, Indofil is a firm which is owned by the KK Modi group of companies. KK Modi, the chairman and managing director of the firm, and Lalit Modi's father, spoke to NDTV a short while ago and confirmed the contents of this email. Now, this email essentially expected Swaraj Kaushal to step in as an alternate director, and that political story has now raised big questions with the parties across the spectrum responding to NDTV's exclusive. Barkha, that has been bringing us this story since the morning. Barkha, this has now clearly raised bigger questions about the proximity between Lalit Modi and Swaraj Kaushal.
Well, Shweta, at the heart of this controversy broken first by NDTV, this is a political debate. And the political debate is that Sushma Swaraj already stands accused by the opposition of a conflict of interest in her decision vis-a-vis Lalit Modi and her no objection that enabled him to travel outside of London. This added dimension to the controversy. We already know that Swaraj Kaushal was Lalit Modi's lawyer for more than 2 decades, has given the opposition fresh ammunition. What do we know? We know that in mid-April this year, and let's just bring that email up on our screen for a moment. In April this year, the offer, or rather the virtual announcement made by Lalit Modi in a letter marked to his company secretary and also marked to Swaraj Kaushal, was that Lalit Modi wished to appoint Swaraj Kaushal as his alternate director. That's the director who would stand in for Lalit Modi, because Lalit Modi was unable to attend board meetings in person himself. The company in question was Indofil. So the question, Shweta, that the opposition is asking is, would Lalit Modi have sent such an email if he did not already have the consent of Swaraj Kaushal? However, as it transpires, we know and can confirm to you from sources that Mr. Kaushal did not actually take this post. He verbally communicated to Lalit Modi that he was on principle not giving his consent to this post, and while he continued to remain an attorney long associated with Lalit Modi, he did not accept this offer. The letter then had to be withdrawn, and a new name, we believe Lalit Modi's stepdaughter, had to be proposed to be the alternate director. But it has, of course, coming as it does at this time, when everything associated with Lalit Modi becomes a huge political storm, given the opposition an opportunity to say that not just does this revive the conflict of interest debate, but it potentially opens up more scrutiny around quid pro quo questions. So far, Mr. Kaushal has been arguing that his legal consultancy, his and his daughter's, has been pro bono without taking any money. And an alternate director just speaks to a different kind of proximity. Maybe you can take our viewers through what an alternate director in fact is. Isn't it virtually like Mr. Lalit Modi's alter ego had Swaraj Kaushal said yes, which he did not?
Absolutely, Barkha. You would appoint an alternate director as per the Companies Act. In fact, that email has also quoted Section 161, Article 161, Section 2 of the Companies Act, where a board of directors of a company may appoint an alternate director, basically in place of a person who is, and this person should not be holding any other alternate directorship, basically to act as an alternate director for a director during his absence for a period of not less than 3 months from India. So what had really happened is that Indofil, which is a family firm of Lalit Modi, of the Modi group, of Mr. KK Modi, has got Lalit Modi, his brother and his sister as directors among the board of directors, and several other directors as well. Now, Lalit Modi's inability to attend the board meeting, given the fact that he has not been in India for a long time, led him to actually request or write out this letter to Swaraj Kaushal asking him to be an alternate director for him till the next annual general meeting. So this is an appointment which is a very, very critical appointment, because you in turn replace the director, the original director or the principal director, which in this case was Lalit Modi. So had Mr. Kaushal accepted, he would have actually been the person in place of Lalit Modi, holding on to his position as director till the next AGM would have been held. Now, that is a very, very important position. That is a very, very important offer which was made to Swaraj Kaushal Of course, the finer details remain in the fact that Mr. Kaushal refused to accept it. The email itself had to be withdrawn. But the fact that Lalit Modi proposed his name amongst all his friends, well-wishers, people he's thanked in the past, people who may have helped him, the fact that he only proposed the name of Suraj Kaushal as an alternate director definitely takes this story way further of the business links that are there between Lalit Modi as well as Suraj Kaushal, pointing to the fact that he was perhaps his trusted confidant, trusted person who he could trust with a position of an alternate director, which remember is held only by the family members and key people in the company. So this is on one hand giving, yes, fresh ammunition to the opposition parties in terms of what this really means in terms of the proximity.
Shweta, if I may just
Sure.
come in here. We have a statement from Suraj Kaushal to NDTV. Suraj Kaushal has given me a statement a short while ago, Shweta. I want to read out the statement. Suraj Kaushal is saying to NDTV, and Sudhanshu Trivedi will get you on right after this, I have been a lawyer for Lalit Modi for over 20 years. I was offered to be an alternate director on Indofil board. I did not give my consent to be the director. The request was withdrawn. Suraj Kaushal, in an official statement there, Shweta, given to NDTV, confirming that the offer was made, in the context of his having been a lawyer for Lalit Modi for over 2 decades. The offer made was of the post of alternate director. I did not give my consent to be the director. The request was withdrawn. Lalit Modi withdrew it. The BJP is likely to quote this official statement coming in from Suraj Kaushal, given to me minutes ago, confirming everything that NDTV has been reporting all morning. And let me just get a quick response from Sudhanshu Trivedi. And then, of course, while the BJP is under fire in Delhi, it's also under fire in Mumbai. Their State Minister Pankaja Munde has just finished a press conference. We'll be going across to her live as well. But Sudhanshu Trivedi, first comments from you.
Barkha, if you yourself have read this statement of Mr. Suraj Kaushal,
yes,
it is a self-explanatory.
Yes.
When the cause of action has not arrived at all, I don't think there is any need or any requirement of any discussion. Then the second question, why he has given this offer to Suraj Kaushal? It is also clear, since he was a lawyer for around 20 years, somebody is having the association of 2 decades. Obviously, he can give any offer. But it was on the part of Mr. Suraj Kaushal that he realized that Mrs. Sushma Swaraj is a foreign minister and she is a political figure. So any time a conflict of interest can arise, so he declined the offer. And one more thing I would also like to explain. Mr. Suraj Kaushal was never director in any of the companies. So obviously, when he never assumed any directorship of any company on just the offer of this kind, if Congress party wants to make this an issue, this again shows their over-enthusiasm of putting allegation on BJP on one issue or the other, or one pretext or the other, and they are unable to substantiate any of the pretext.
But Sudhanshu Trivedi, the opposition is saying, despite this statement that I've just read, and I'll read it again for the benefit of our viewers, Suraj Kaushal to NDTV, I am a lawyer for Lalit Modi for over 20 years. I was offered to be an alternate director on Indofil board. I did not give my consent to be the director. The request was withdrawn. But the opposition is saying the fact that the offer was made at all proves proximity and reopens the conflict of interest and even possibly quid pro quo charge. Your defense?
Again, it goes by the technical grounds. When the cause has not arrived, what was the logic of any reaction? If you would have accepted, then whatever the allegations are, oppositions are saying, it can be considered. But when he is not accepted at all, from where this cause has arrived?